visitors from Wayne with the playing of their school song.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside New Haven High School as we get ready for a little Wednesday night non-conference varsity boys basketball here, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com, bringing you the live video footage all night long as our videographer extraordinaire, Brandon Porter. I'm Andrew Wiss on the call, and again, thrilled to be here. Anytime we can get high school basketball in the current situation in Allen County, we are thrilled, and as are the coaches. Just got a chance to talk to them before the game, and both of them just trying to emphasize to their players how they should just be enthusiastic about the opportunity to play tonight. And again, Wayne Generals and their 2-3 record on the young season, visiting Coach Bruce Stephen and the New Haven Bulldogs. Coach Stevens in his 7th season, and we'll get to the Bulldogs in a second. Let's talk about your visitors. Show a little courtesy here under Coach Byron Pickens in his 2nd season. Their wins this season have come against Lakewood Park and Mahoney. They've fallen to quality basketball programs, Leo Snyder and then Westfield down in Indianapolis most recently. And then next up for the Generals, they got a 3-game week this week as they play this Friday against Carroll, and we'll turn around and play Saturday as well against Columbia City. And then again, a strange break there, no SAC tournament for Coach Pickens this winter. But as I got a chance to talk to him about tonight, he said bring energy on a Wednesday. He said he actually gave me the 3 E's tonight he wants from his group. He wants energy, he wants effort, and he wants his group to come out and remain enthusiastic for 32 minutes tonight as they play. And they're going to need it as they play a quality group in the Bulldogs, who have their head coach back. Talking to Coach Stevens before the game, he has actually missed the last 2 games out due to contact tracing. He actually called upon his varsity assistant to coach the last 2 games where they've laced him up. Even had to bring up some middle school coaches to coach the younger groups. And he really expressed to me, and I applaud him for his decision there, but wanted his kids just to be able to play, wanted to be able to get games in this pandemic, as there's a lot of uncertainty kind of hanging over all of these teams and all of these scheduled games. And again, their losses, 1-2 on the season, have come against quality teams, Blackhawk Christian and Homestead, and then they defeated Woodland most recently. Postponed game in there with the Northrop Bruins. Next up for the Bulldogs, they will be at Belmont this week, and then they're going to lace it up over the holiday break with a tournament at Huntington North. We'll try to get you the skinny on that. They will open up the new year against Snyder, will the Bulldogs. And then again, I talked to him about his keys tonight to try to beat Wayne. He said they need to stop dribble penetration. These Wayne General guards really try to attack the rim. He's expecting some full court pressure, and he wants his guys to handle it with poise. And then his group, he just wants them to finish. He said they've had some halves, had some quarters where they had some good starts and just haven't been able to finish. So he's going to emphasize that to his group tonight. And then again, look for the leadership from the Bulldogs. It's going to start with your seniors for the Bulldogs. Thomas Latham, he's also going to call upon 6'2" guard forward senior Dre Wright, as we'll be calling their names tonight. So again, getting ready to bring it to you about 45 seconds away from the New Haven, PA. Going to introduce starting lineups for both teams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Superintendent Marilyn Hassan, Principal Anna Murphy, and Athletic Director Andrew Wagner, welcome to New Haven High School and Armstrong Arena. We would like to welcome Principal John Hauser, Athletic Director Gary Raper, Coach Byron Pickens, his staff, and the Fort Wayne Generals, and wish them luck in tonight's basketball game. The students and staff of New Haven High School believe in good sportsmanship and ask for your cooperation at tonight's event. It is the mission of the IHSAA, Northeast Conference, and New Haven High School to promote the ideals of good sportsmanship, fair play, and respect for our the starting lineup for your New Haven Bulldogs. Number 1, the 6'4" junior, Ja'Carr Williams. Number 3, the 6'2" senior, Trey Ruddy. Number 4, the 6'3" junior, Jackson Turnwall. Number 12, the 6'4" sophomore, Darian Brooks. And number 30, the 6'5" senior, Thomas Latham.
And you're digging the lights out intro for the Bulldogs. They do it right here. They drop the flag out of the roof. They intro with the lights out. Quality programming here. Entertainment value, a 9.7 out of 10 as we get ready for a tip-off here. And for the visiting Generals, 8 seniors on the roster for Coach Pickens. 5 of them are your starters, so a lot of experience out there for Coach Pickens. And then for the Bulldogs, 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and the sophomore Brooks. And jumping it up, Christian Flanagan and Latham, Thomas Latham. We've said the Latham name here for about 7 years, as he and both his older brother, fine basketball players from New Haven. We got officials, we got ball, we got some fans, we got players. Cheerleaders are ready. And Williams Jakar Williams, a 6'4" junior quarterback, also running the point, initiating the offense here. They send him right to the basket area. Little inside, little outside, back to the inside, and got a great look on the first possession. And then a couple of offensive tips there. And you like the intent with purpose and a little 2-2-1 three-quarter court press here for the Bulldogs. Maybe just looking to slow up Wayne, maybe trap in and around this area, split. And here is he is just full of poise. Is number 2, Jamari Tabb for the Generals. Found the ball on that offensive putback and give him 2, but so heady, so calm, always under control is Tabb, the 6'5" senior for the Generals. Little 4 around 1. They got Latham down in the basket area. He checks the double team, nothing coming. Spins baseline, there's the double. Bumped, took the bump, plus the harm. Speaking of poise, you like the slowness with which Latham operated there in the basket area. Inside, outside, that's a 23-footer. And the rebound comes out. That's number 4, Jackson Turnwald, 6'3" junior, who got the defensive carom. This is the sophomore Brooks. Power dribble, rises up, soft touch. Got it to go. And you can see the intent from Coach Stevens. Get the ball to the basket area. All 3 shots thus far for the Bulldogs have come from within 4 feet. And maybe a little out of control, but drew the whistle as he attacked there. That was number 4, Jayshawn Hargrave, who will step to the line for 2 free throws.
Shooting for Wayne, number 4, Jayshawn Hargrave.
6:10 remaining in the first quarter here as Hargraves connects on the first. Two bounces and 2 for 2 are the Generals from the line. They're going to fall back in a half-court man-to-man defense. Coach Stevens barks out the set. They're going to put Latham in the high post. 2-1-2 look. Brooks on the bounce. Hesitation, rises up. Tough shot. I think that might have been deflected by Jannard Freeman, who's going to push. And then deflected out of bounds there by Williams. This is Cam Tolles running the point for the Generals. Again, one of the 5 seniors in the starting lineup. Any coach loves to be able to start a game like that. Just the maturity in the locker room and an aggressive jump on the switch. On the ball screen, Jakar Williams got a left hand in there. And to the aggressor goes the steal. First turnover of the game for the Generals. Here's the bounce again, shares it off, and I thought he was gonna flush it, but Flanagan. Nice chemistry as Hargrave attacked it, really attacked it, I think, to draw the help defender. And as soon as he committed, kicked it to his buddy Flanagan on the baseline. Here comes Flanagan again. Might have got away with some steps, but if you can get away with it, do it. At least in basketball, give Flanagan 2 buckets in a row. 4:37 remaining here. Not a lot of Wednesday night games on the docket, so the media in full force on the baseline here. I don't know if we can get a chance to show you the media, but oh, there they are. Any action, and I think that's what really these coaches are just thrilled about, trying to convince their players to just be enthusiastic because you get the opportunity to play tonight. But you can sense it, fans wanting sports action, wanting these kids to be able to compete, especially the seniors. Here's Latham. A little too much space, so he let it go, and then Jakar Williams, nobody boxed him out. And picking that off was Hargrave, and somehow found an angle, put some sauce on the finish. First turnover of the game, one each, and they're going to say foul on the baseline. Once we've seen each team turn those live ball turnovers into points. First sub of the game, Darion Starks, another senior for Coach Pickens, checks in, as does Nick Miles, a junior guard for the Bulldogs, also subbing in for New Haven. Martin King, another 6'4" junior for Coach Stevens. One for low. Brooks attacks it, a lot of contact, no call. Brooks got hit hard. I think it was in the ear. Here's some penetration. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but we'll call it a steal. And Flanagan, but hustling back was Latham who took it away. And here's Dakar Williams. Tried to avoid the charge and did. Handing it off nice. Used to making passes is Dakar Williams, the junior for the Bulldogs. That time found Latham. Latham's got 4. And they might get Williams reaching in with that left hand. Yes, they did. That's going to be his first, team second. And a general underneath out of bounds. Looks like a box set look for the Generals as the just checked in Donnie Moore, 5'10" junior, going to inbound for the Generals. 2-3 zone look here for the Bulldogs. Here's Flanagan. Nice inbound there. They got it to him right where they knew the defense wouldn't be. He was the screener there. But after he screened, he simply showed his hands, had the hands ready. Always want your screeners to have their hands ready as they screen and show. And Flanagan, that was well rehearsed. Caught it, put it in. It's another foul call here on this end. I think they're going to get Tolles, Cam Tolles. His first, team second, both teams with 2 fouls. 2 team fouls. And on the denial, they just checked in JoJo Robertson, along with Nick Miles, in for the the Bulldogs. And pickpocket. Take it right back. Take it right. Ooh. That was going to be 3 turnovers in 1.5 seconds, but instead Latham drives. And a rebound. Here's Jayshon Hargrave in the corner. 4 round 1 with Flanagan in the basket area. Coach Pickens calls out a set against this 2-3 zone. Little high, that middle's open. That's where Tolles kind of sat down, but Hargrave let it go. Leak out pass. Give the Generals credit. They hustled back defensively, and that's what Coach Pickens was talking about. He wanted energy, he wanted effort. He got both of them there defensively in transition. And I think Robertson called a timeout. And while we break here, we'll break where we are and be right back here at SummitCitySports.com.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733
broadcast. Just couldn't see anything. And again, fans, we apologize for some visual issues there at the end of that first quarter. What you missed, we're actually going to be able to share with you here, I believe. Well, I'll tell you what, if we get that cut up later, we'll share it with you. But as we start quarter number 2, after that, JoJo Robertson, right wing 3, that put the Bulldogs up 5. Wayne does start with the ball, and now they're looking at a 1-3-1 zone. Not really a trapping zone, but just a different look. And Dakar Williams claims that rebound, and he's able to push inside out, avoid the charge, do a little bit of everything. Rebound it, push it, attack. Now come down here, look at him talking on defense. Dakar Williams bringing that energy that Coach Stevens wanted tonight. And again, one thing that Coach Stevens mentioned, they wanted to stop the penetration of Wayne in this zone. A couple of different defensive zones that they've put on tonight has really been able to do that. At least made the General Guards uncomfortable as they attack. Speaking of attacking, just dare I say bulldogging his way into the paint. Big fella Dre Wright. And now while we got a moment, let's go to some highlights from earlier and watch. This was the Generals in that first half. We talked about turnovers turning into points, and watch it as Hargrave somehow able to finish against pressure defense. That gave the Generals the lead, but since that point, this was a 12-10 game. The Bulldogs have attacked the basket area, got the 3 at the end of the quarter, and on a, let's call it an 11-0 run. And even though this timeout stops the play, they're still running. Let's see if the Generals can find a bucket and put an end to this. On the court for the Bulldogs, Brooks, Latham, Dre Wright, who just made that strong move into the basket area, Dakar Williams, and then JoJo Robertson. And now again, this is the 4th different defense we've seen from New Haven. Trying to prevent any rhythm from these General Guards. And Brooks lost that. And here comes Cam Tolles, flicked away by Robertson. 5 turnovers for the Generals, 4 for the Bulldogs. Here's Latham. Dre Wright gonna share it top of the key. That's what shooters like. Just off was that 3 from Williams. The ball a little slippery tonight. Players having a tough time with it. JoJo Robertson got that steal, and before a jump ball or turnover could happen, heads up play there by Jamari Tab, who called a timeout. One of those turnover saving timeouts that you love. Coaches call those a lot. And then again, watch it here. This is a nice set by design. We're going to go to some highlights from earlier. This is the first bucket of the game for the Bulldogs. But by design, watch it. Latham going to start the high post, move his way down to the left block. They're going to swing it around. And then watch him check the help defense. Here it comes. Spin away from it. And got that to go. The 6'5 senior. He will score it from outside. That time took it into the basket area with 6:14 remaining in the second quarter. Latham's got 6, and his team has 21. A 9-point lead. Ball post entry out of the timeout. Here's Hargrave. 3. Closeout defender was coming. That one long, but Hargrave, the offensive rebound. Tab with it. Tab is a very willing passer. You almost want him to be a little more offensive-minded, scoring-minded when he catches that in the basket area. Nice ball movement by the Generals. 1-2-2, this time a trap, and Wright was looking to run with that, but it went out of bounds. Subs coming in for the Generals. This is number 25, freshman Javon Lewis. He'll replace Isaac Folks, 5'11 senior. And again, a 1-2-2 zone, but an active 1-2-2 zone. They're not just playing spots. They're in passing lanes, and that activity causes another general turnover with 5:30 remaining. Shout out to the cheerleaders' reindeer headgear. I don't know if we can get a zoom in on that, but you love the Christmas spirit from the Bulldog cheerleaders. Here's Robertson driving there, hit the deck hard. He was attacking Devon Lewis. Devon, we'll call him Devon. And shout out to Devon Lewis's kicks. Those are colorful. You know what? He and Robertson might have the same shoes on. Looked like a box of nerds just exploded on their Nikes. Colorful. Turnwald with it. He'll give it to Brooks out top. Backs it out. Keeps his pivot foot. And Latham going to reset with Dakar Williams. Well, another thing you like about Dakar Williams, at 6'5", he can see over the defense. There's a clear out of the right block. Boy, nice spin. That was by design, but couldn't get it to go, was Latham. Hargrave, nice pull up at 15 feet. Boy, there's a lid on the basket right now for the Generals. Referees might have to check the lid. The lid is still there. Dakar Williams put the hesitation on and got the finish. I don't know how. We're going to have to look at the replay to see the physics of that. But Dakar Williams took that outlet pass from Latham. Hesitation, just pull the defender, freeze that defender, and then attack the 10, finish somehow against the help defense. And again, we'll show you that when we get a chance, and then gets a nice carom off of the back of the rim. Count the free throw, 3 points the hard way, and the run continues. The Generals have not scored this quarter. They haven't scored since late in that first quarter. Had a 12-10 lead. And this 1-2-2 zone, again, we said it's active. And Williams anticipated that. And another finish, and even more sauce from Dakar Williams. Last time it was the power, this time the finesse. A little flick of the wrist. Somehow got it to go. And again, a sub here while we got a moment. Let's go to that first finish. It came after this outlet pass from Latham. Watch him find Williams. Williams, the hesitation. Here comes my mama, go high off of the square. Hooping the harm for the 6'5" junior. And I apologize, now that score is correct in front of you. And I think if Wayne can enter it into the high post like they do right there, you get some good things. But you want to continue to fake a pass, use the bounce when you can. And Dre Wright finishing, and another general timeout. Before we go to break, we showed you the power from Dakar Williams. Watch it here. He's going to pick this off from the low part of that zone. And a little spin, a little kiss. Dakar Williams having some fun on a Wednesday night. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsors.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne.
And after that timeout. The run continues. It's technically an 18-0 run, and this zone forces another turnover. Brooks attacking, gonna force a whistle. And again, if you're Wayne, you're gonna have to use pass fakes, spacing, bounce passes. You're not gonna be able to penetrate, dribble against this. These New Haven defenders are active, but they also, to a person, have long arms. They've gotten a ton, and I mean a ton of deflections tonight as Brooks hits the first free throw. That's his first point of the night. Check that, he's got 3 points on the night. Short on that one, gets his own board. Goes window, can't get it to go. And another foul as Brooks continued to attack the basket. And that's one thing Coach Stevens expected out of Wayne tonight, was attacking the basket. Give his guys credit. They are treating that rim like a target and up faking, finding ways to just get there. Brooks short on that free throw. On the floor for the Generals, Hargrave, number 4, number 3, Greg Gorman, another 5'8" senior. Cam Tolles, Flanagan, who just got that rebound, and number 1, I believe. Yes, that's Darion Starks, another senior for the Generals. Flanagan thought better of it. And what's interesting is the Generals right now are going 3 guards around the top against this 1-3-1 zone. Usually you want to offset. If it's a 1-3-1, you want to attack with a 2-guard front, 2-guard high look. If it's a 2-3 zone, 2-guard high defense, you want to attack with a 1-guard front. As Flanagan defends Latham there without fouling. Here comes Hargrave on the push. Gorman, there's a bounce pass. That's what you want to see. And I think you can get this defense to shift. If you can get ball reversal, there's a shot from Tolles, no good. And I think it bounced off of Latham last with 2:29 remaining. And we apologize, now that score is correct in front of you. So Darion Starks will inbound. This is Cam Tolles. And again, so you almost want to offset here with a 2-guard look. They did play some 2-3 zone New Haven earlier in the quarter in the game, but now they've switched it to a 1-3-1, and I just don't know if Wayne has switched their offensive look. They got it to Flanagan there. It was a tough shot. And here's Dre Wright, strong as he gets low. Flanagan was looking to take off before he had it, and on the scramble, I think they're going to get Starks on the reach. They do. And a couple of numbers you don't want to see on the scoreboard. 7 team fouls for Wayne. And so Latham going to step to the line for 1 and the bonus as Robertson and Williams both return. 1:59. So now Williams, Latham, Dre Wright, JoJo Robertson, and Brooks on the floor for New Haven. And we're going to head the other way on the rebound foul called against New Haven. Full court pressure here extended against this Wayne attack. They get it to Hargrave. It attacks, and I was about to say, I think there was a reach in there. Got some ball, but also got a whole little forearm. And a very patient attack. And I think if you're Wayne, you're not going to claw back into this with 2 or 3 possessions. It's going to have to be methodical on both ends. And you got to be patient and attack strong when you get the opportunity. And there, the seal is broken with 1:47 remaining here in the second quarter. First point of the quarter for the Generals. Dakar Williams gets that rebound. And here's the ball screen. Williams finds a way through, stolen. Diving on the floor was Gorman, and here comes Hargrave. Robertson, nobody told him. You got to know, but nobody told him he was coming from behind. 3 ball there from the corner, no good. And Dakar Williams, the rebound, the outlet. Rhodes thinks better of that. It was a 1-on-3, and so he'll share it out top with Dakar Williams. And you see the poise. Every time Williams catches it out top, allows his team to catch their breath, use their basketball IQ. And then here's a set for the Bulldogs. Robertson hit one from there earlier at the end of the first quarter. And as Williams stole that one, I don't know if he technically had possession, stepped on the baseline. But again, a good look for the Bulldogs. And if you're Wayne, play a little keep away and then find that high post. They do again. Flanagan's got to catch that a little more ready and aggressive. But you like the operation there. And again, I think Coach Stevens going to ask for patience from his group here, get the final shot of the quarter. 5 count is on. Williams is aware, knocked out of bounds. Nice hustle there by Hargrave, and I think knocking that out of bounds might have been a good thing as the 5 count is now off. Good thing for New Haven. And now Latham will be patient and look to operate. Little 1-4 low look. 7 seconds now. He attacks, shares it in the corner. Rhodes, that shot was deflected. And no shots to end the half, but that's it. Give the Bulldog defense a lot of credit. They only gave up 1. I said 1 point in that second quarter. A defensive clinic. We'll be right back here after a brief break. Talk about what we saw, share some highlights of first half action here at SummitCitySports.com.
We have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere.
A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more. Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walking Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Welcome back as you stare at the halftime score. A 17-point lead for the home team, the Bulldogs. Again, a little Wednesday night high school boys basketball action here, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. And again, we said it throughout the second quarter there, but this was a 12-10 lead for the Generals at about the 2-minute mark left in that first quarter. New Haven tied things up, and then from then on, the run you could say is still going. We'll see what the Generals do out of halftime, but we can call it a 20-1 run for the Bulldogs, and the run continues. That one lone free throw coming for the Generals. Jashon Hargrave hit that free throw, I believe, to give them their lone points in that second quarter. And so the defense of the Bulldogs, just impressive. We've seen some full court 2-2-1. We've seen some 2-3 zone. We've seen, and what's been most impressive and really aggressive, flexible, stretchy, if you will, the 1-2-2 zone of the Bulldogs. And a lot of times Robertson, who's been on the top of that zone, has come out beyond half court, really slowing down the Wayne offensive attack, forcing them to be, without a doubt, uncomfortable, but definitely keeping them out of the paint. And they've created some timely turnovers, have the Bulldogs. They've trapped. It's a very hard defense to read, and Wayne shutting it down. I'm talking like Governor Whitmer in Michigan shutting it down. I mean, the defense is just restrictive, like an anaconda on the prey, just restricting. No oxygen for the General offense. And so we had a chance here to talk, and I don't know if I would have wanted to have been in that Wayne locker room at halftime as you cannot be thrilled with the offensive or defensive performance there in that first 16 minutes. But you know what? That's why you play 32, as General's going to have a chance. And a senior-led group, senior-heavy group, 8 seniors on the roster for Wayne. So you got to know they're going to be able to come out. And you love that they got Coach Pickens talking to him. Coach Pickens, a tremendous basketball coach in the Fort Wayne area. Spent a lot of time at Northrop as an assistant coach, and a very level-headed, smart, high IQ guy with a lot of basketball experience. And so he's going to, you're almost guaranteed he shared some quality words. Now can these seniors absorb it and turn it into productivity here in the second half? And so while we got a moment, let's go back to some highlights. And we'll show you the last 2 highlights that really we caught in that second quarter. Watch it as Latham going to end up with this rebound. He's going to find Jakar Williams, who patiently attacks. And with that 6'5" frame, able to draw the foul, take that one off of the board. I don't know how he got it to drop. And then this was maybe 30 seconds later in that quarter. Anticipated the steal as the bottom part of that zone. Stole the skip pass. That time showing the light footwork, showing the agile feet. Jakar Williams, we saw this fall on the turf over here in the football stadium where he played quarterback for the Bulldogs. But nimble of foot is the junior. We'll call him a guard. I mean, he's 6'5", but does a lot of ball handling for Coach Stevens' group. And that's one thing he's got to like. As well as Robertson comes in, he can handle it. Jakar Williams makes a lot of decisions. You got the senior Latham who makes a lot of good decisions as well. And as we track the turnovers, very unofficial right now. Wayne with 8 first-half turnovers and the Bulldogs with 4 unofficial. And so about 25 seconds away here as we get ready to start the third quarter. And as we get ready to set on the floor for the Bulldogs, Williams, Dre Wright, Thomas Latham, JoJo Robertson, and the junior, Jackson Turnwald. For the Generals, Jay-Sean Hargrave, Cam Tolles, Christian Flanagan, number 0, number 5, Jannard Freeman, and number 15, Donnie Moore. 3-ball no good, but Latham pinned in Freeman on the backside rebound. Again, rebounders, you got to know 75% of shots come off the backside. Get position, get it early. It's kind of like Christmas presents right now. You better get them and get them early if you want them to arrive on time. Thomas Latham getting position like he's ordering from Amazon. Deep corner. Speaking of backside boards, there's Latham again. He might be able to get a job with Amazon. And blocked out of bounds there by Hargrave as Williams drove it in. Boy, Williams had great power layup position. Just didn't keep that ball in front of him. Put it above the noggin, and Hargrave was able to block it out of bounds. Dre Wright can inbound, little 1-4 look here. Cross screen. Well defended by the Generals. Turnwald. He thought about that top of the key 3. Couldn't get it to go. Here's a ball screen. Help defense made it tough, but guess who? Dre Wright, and the run continues. Knock on wood. Bulldog fans, a 22-1 run now for the Generals. Here's Freeman. Ball movement by Wayne. There's a ball fake. But again, as the pass was entered, it was tipped away, and then as Latham tried to save it, they're going to say he was out of bounds. And so stay here, 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Underneath out of bounds set. Cross screen. I actually think that pass was to Tolles. Flanagan grabbed it. And then Latham on the outlet.
Thomas Latham.
And here's a two-guard look against this 1-3-1. Freeman, long. Rebounded, though, and here's Cam Tolles. Nice straightaway look, and I was about to say if that misses, it's just not the Generals' night, but a second chance opportunity there, and Tolles makes the most of it with the three ball. We're going to say the run is over. I will stop talking about the New Haven Bulldog run. Robertson, the lefty, attacking to the left, gets it back. Man-to-man defense from the Generals. Latham catches it high, keeps it high, shoots it, and Jannard Freeman. Wayne could now go score, stop. Score, but a tie-up, and jump ball says keep it here. Sub for the Generals, Devon Lewis going to check in. He'll replace Donnie Moore. Devon Lewis, the freshman for the Generals, enters it to Tolles. And Robertson is a pesky defender. I mean, he's a disruptor. Tolles patient, tough shot, couldn't get it to go. And the Bulldogs out and running. Turnwald in transition, had a good look. And the Bulldogs another opportunity. They get it to Dre Wright. And Hargrave had to foul him on the shot. So Dre Wright will step to the line. 6'2", but plays much bigger than that, does the senior Wright. 5:34. Brooks checks back in, the sophomore for New Haven. He was grabbing his shoulder. He might have been injured a little bit in that first half action. Got hit in the ear on a screen, I believe. Wright makes one of two. Again, I think that high post is where you want to try to attack this 1-3-1. Wright, speaking of attacking, Lewis dives on the floor. And number one, nice job attacking there. Created the contact that Darion Starks went right into the body of Latham. .502 remaining. Takar Williams went off of the backside of Tolles there for the inbound. And they get it to Brooks. Little ISO on the left baseline. He attacks. And Latham up fake and drive it. As Flanagan, I was about to give Flanagan credit for showing and coming, recovering. But Latham just put that one bounce on the deck hard, got to the rim. Nobody stepped in. And this is the spot of the floor you want to attack. Should be able to get some shots against all the corners against this 1-3-1. .424 remaining here in the third quarter. And there's a ball fake, drew the defense. Bounce pass in the basket area, that's what you want to see. And I was about to say, a little contact there. They got Brooks on the bump. And so a box set look here for Wayne. And they're going to get Lewis for steps on the backside. And Wayne again staying in that half-court man-to-man defense. Lewis guarding Robertson. This is Freeman on Brooks. And they enter it to Latham. And Latham rises up. The senior in the stretch for the flush in the third quarter. Tolles comes right back as Wayne now getting a little rhythm offensively. Latham in the middle, and he'll back it out. Finds Jakar Williams, who passed that in the air to senior Dre Wright. Count the bucket. That was a one-handed catch and pass mid-air from the junior, and Dre Wright was aggressive. He wasn't watching like we are. He was cutting on the baseline as Jakar Williams found him, and now Wright going to step back to the line where he just hit one of two. The action picking up here in the third quarter, 3:32 remaining in the quarter. Cannot get it to go, and Tab, who just checked in, senior for the Generals, gets the rebound. Here's Folks. And again, you want to take advantage of this New Haven defense out of position, but lost it on the bounce. And let's see what they say here. Backside official says we got it. Coach Stevens says let's calm down and be smart with it. Brooks will inbound. Freeman almost stole it. And now New Haven will inbound on the baseline. And yeah, that's one thing New Haven can do, man. A lot of teams can't do that. You got three different individuals, maybe four. We'll say four for sure, that you can post up individually in the basket area. This time they get it to Brooks, who has been aggressive when he catches the ball tonight. Devon Lewis out and away on the run out, catches that and finishes it. But they'll post up Brooks, they'll post up Latham, they'll post up Wright along with Williams. So a lot of size and length out here. This is number 2, Nick Miles. Latham now with it. Sees the help defense. Good look, good rebound by Tab. Here comes the Generals. And attacking the body, I thought they were going to let him play on. But a foul call, they're going to get Latham. Latham's suggesting he went vertical. But as the arms came down, the official said foul. Actually, the official did not say foul. He put carbon dioxide into the whistle. The whistle made a sound. And now making that free throw, and he'll shoot another one. That's Darion Starks. And again, that's one thing Wayne's going to need if they're going to come back in this, as they extend their defense now. And again, Dre Wright attacked there. I think they're going to get Starks. It might have been Tab underneath, who contested the shot. And yeah, they're going to say it was Starks underneath. And again, I think Starks had a chance there if he had considered taking the charge. But again, he did have the large individual, Dre Wright, coming at him full speed. But put your chest in there, take away the layup, get the ball for your team. Freeman, long on the three. And a 2-2-1 three-quarter court press here by the Generals. Brooks to Williams. And they're going to say Tab was moving on the finish. Jakar Williams caught that. Went up looking like the Statue of Liberty. Little gift from France, circa 1886. Count the bucket plus the harm and the Statue of Liberty. Mr. Liberty. Jakar Williams going to step to the line for the free throw. Little known fact, the Statue of Liberty covered in copper. That's right. Made out of copper, folks. Used to be brown. Quick action here. Hargraves misses. Dre Wright the rebound, and then New Haven pushing. Going upstairs. That was Brooks who tried to pass it. A little sloppy now. And turned over on the far sideline. I think it's going to stay with Wayne. I believe the Statue of Liberty didn't turn green, that greenish color that we now know it as, until like 25 years later when it oxidized. Post entry underneath. And excuse me, says Dre Wright, I'm scoring points here. I did think Tab, I think it was Tab, the defender, was in great position and maybe drew the foul. That might have been Foltz. Play on, though, and give Dre Wright 2 more points. He's got 14, does the senior for Coach Stevens, to lead all scorers in the game. Now, that's one thing I asked Coach Stevens, who should we expect to see leadership from tonight? And it has been the senior Wright, who actually now is going to go see the trainer. I think he might have a cut on his hand. And so JoJo Robertson going to check back in. Also in for the Bulldogs, number 5, Martin King. Number 20, James Rhodes, Nick Miles, and Brooks. Darion Brooks, the 6'4" sophomore. Tab can't get that one to go. Actually, he does, I'm sorry. And a timeout here by the Bulldogs. While we have a timeout, we want to thank and give recognition to our sponsors here at SummitCitySports.com. Reminder, Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Also, reminder to our hungry fans, Big Eyed Fish has been around Northeast Indiana for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. Also, a reminder, Ottenweller Contracted, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. And Tab going to shoot his second after the timeout. A lot of traffic against that press break for the Bulldogs, but a man-to-man press, and so Miles will bounce it. Robertson guarded by Lewis. Robertson got in the lane, and I think they're going to get him for steps as he came to one of those 1-2 stops after a step. Couldn't get both Nikes down at the same time. 48 seconds. And again, that extended sort of 1-2-2 zone look creates, yes it does, another Wayne turnover. And Brooks attacking. We mentioned he's been aggressive tonight. Got the steal, give him the layup. Freeman, Tab. Skip to Folks. And here's Lewis. The lefty skips it to Freeman, 15 seconds. Hargrave, Lewis, good ball movement by the Generals. And Lewis gets it to go Rhodes. Here's Robertson, bounces it through, loses it. Lewis gonna launch from half. I don't think it would have counted if it went. That is your third quarter. We'll be right back here. SummitCitySports.com after a brief word from our sponsors.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
And welcome back to Inside New Haven High School. The Bulldogs took a 20-point halftime lead and turned it into 22, and now that score is correct in front of you, 50-28 New Haven. And so you like that out of Coach Stevens. You don't want to have a huge lead and come out and sort of relinquish that, not compete in that third quarter, as sometimes high school teams tend to do, and take that 20-point lead and turn it into 27 if you can. And then right out of the quarter, you see the execution there. Dre Wright with another bucket. He's got 16. Latham with 13 for the Bulldogs. And Jakar Williams, we called him Mr. Liberty earlier on the finish. Blocked that one, but then Hargrave stole it. And a tough lay-in for the senior Hargrave. And some more defense from Wayne. Freeman ripped that from Brooks. And I think they're going to say Tolles was shooting as Jakar Williams reached in. And Coach Stevens, I think, wants to talk about it. Going to call a timeout here. He does. And while we got a moment, let's go to some highlights from that third quarter. Folks, this is not the Thomas Latham show, but it might appear like it with our highlights. Watch this one. Bulldogs going to get the steal, and then on the leak out, Jakar Williams so good at the outlet pass. Finds Latham there. Then watch this one. This time Keon Brooks going to attack the paint, share it. Watch the up fake. One big dribble. Get to the rim. Little straight line basketball from Thomas Latham. And then the best of the quarter, they're going to ISO him on the left block. Watch him attack and flush it. The 6'5 senior Latham. A scoring spree. Again, he's got 13 points. Trey Wright leads all scorers with 16. Darion Brooks has 5 points. JoJo Robertson has 3. And I believe Jakar Williams with 9 points for the Bulldogs. Able to hit one of those was Tolles. Hargrave guarding Williams. He'll give it to Darion Brooks in the corner. Falling, and Freeman with another steal. And attacking there, and again, Wayne doing it with their defense. This is now 3 steals and 3 possessions for Coach Pickens' squad as they're picking up their intensity. And obviously that's leading to some scoring opportunities. It's kind of like studying for a test. If you're getting students out there streaming right now, you tend to do a little better. if you study for the test. A lot of times your offensive game picks up if you play a little defense. Freeman, 2 steals in a row, shooting his second. And now guarding Brooks. Brooks will initiate. And they're going to try to get it to Latham. Help defense was there. They get it to him now, but he's 22 feet away. Movement on the backside. This is Turnwald. Almost another steal. And they're going to say deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Wayne. Stay here with the Bulldogs. Robertson going to come back in. He'll replace Turnwald. And Freeman went up. Almost looked like he had a lot of ball there, which he might have. I believe the referee said he got him across the arm, though, and so Brooks will step to the line to shoot 2. 6:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. Able to hit Bowen again. You see that extended 1-2-2 zone, but again, aggressive, looking for deflections. Robertson is just a pest at the top of that. Javon Lewis, he's hit 2 from there. He's got 8 points in the game, does the freshman. New Haven now, you think they're going to be very methodical in the half-court set against this man-to-man defense from Wayne. Take some time off of the clock. Steal by Flanagan. Could not get it to go, the senior. Boy, sprinted the court and Dre right. Was about to get 2 more points. That ball kind of slipped out of his fingers. And again, that 1-2-2 zone of the Bulldogs. They got tolls right now in the high post to the Generals. Here's Lewis. Hargrave. 2 lefties in the backcourt. And again, right now, that Wayne offense really almost matched up in a 1-guard high front, but 3 around, and that kind of matches up with that 1-2-2 zone of the Bulldogs. Here's a lob. Nice look, but blocked, and here comes Dre Wright. He's got teammates, finds one of them. And a nice bounce pass. Might have got away with an extra dribble there, but play on. Lewis. Don't blame him for shooting it. He's hit 2, and his team needs points with 4:30 remaining. Latham. Screen there. And a timeout. I think they called that a 2. And a quick New Haven timeout. So while they break here, it'll be a full timeout. We'll break where we are. Be right back after a brief word from our sponsors. fans, welcome back to live action on the inbound. Wayne will start with it after that deep two, we'll call it, by Latham, and a timeout by Coach Stevens. And now a 2-3 zone. Looks like actually man-to-man defense, and then stepping back was Jashawn Hargrave, and now some man-to-man full-court pressure as Flanagan will check Latham. Latham puts it on the deck. Williams tried to flush it on the follow. And Hargrave the rebound and push. He'll attack the body of Dre Wright. And as he did that, drew a whistle. So Hargrave just hit a three, and now he'll step to the line for 2 free throws. The 7th team foul against New Haven, 6 now against Wayne. Our statistician not providing it tonight, but I do not believe the Generals have shot it well from the charity stripe. One thing you always have to do on the road against good teams is get to the line and shoot it well from that line. 2 misses there for Wayne. A steal, though, by Toll. Contact there as Flanagan and Robertson hustle all over the floor. Tolles can't get it to go. Here's a 12-foot pull-up jumper from Darion Starks. Brooks going to break it with the bounce. Spins. Loses it to Hargrave. And I think Hargrave wanted Starks to cut, but Jakar Williams provided a defensive obstacle. And instead, New Haven will inbound. Boy, up 19 or down 19, you just need a whole lot of things to go correct in order to come back, and the Generals haven't just been able to string enough of those together. A stretch here in the fourth quarter, they forced 3 turnovers, got 3 steals in a row, and attacked the other way, but they did not turn into 6, 7, 8 points on the other end. And again, you need a whole lot to go right when you had the kind of deficit that Wayne had tonight. And so now a very patient weave offense here. Brooks will attack. Fouled on the baseline. And some extracurriculars here. The referees may want to use their whistles. As Brooks misses the front end. Number 44 checks in for New Haven. I believe that's Hardy, James Hardy, the 6'3" freshman. And converting the second there for the Bulldogs was Brooks. This is Folks. Tolles now in that high post. They put Hargraves there, and here's Lewis. Flanagan on the baseline. And again, Robertson really able to defend. He's got so much interior defensive length behind him. He knows he can be pesky. As he's got Latham, Brooks, Wright, a lot of times Williams back there, still protecting the rim. And Hargrave, strong with it on the catch, able to get that to go, plus the foul. And again, Wayne playing much better in that second half. He knew Coach Pickens was going to rally his troops after that first half where they produced just 13 points. Not a lot went right, so you knew they were simply going to play better. 1:49 remaining, just probably too little time remaining for a comeback of any sort. Mass substitutions here for the Bulldogs as Coach Stevens is replacing his starters. All but Latham now on the bench as Hargrave hits another. Robertson on the bounce. He'll share it. This is now Miles Harris with it. Here's Latham. And a foul and some free throws coming for the senior Latham. He's going to have a chance at his 17th and 18th point. Again, balanced scoring, but scoring for sure from the big three for the Bulldogs. Dre Wright and Latham both with 16. Jakar Williams, before he checked out, led all scorers with 17. And another substitution for the Bulldogs as Robertson takes a breather. Might have been the star defensively for the New Haven squad tonight. 1:37 remaining, and missing the front end was Latham. Here's Lewis, 24-footer. Off of the back of the rim, and King the rebound. Got to think the Bulldogs are going to be patient. They are. Tab going to guard Latham. Here's Williams. Excuse me, that's Harris. Bounces. Patient. Three ball from the corner. Good look, but short. And that was Jeremiah Cottrell, another freshman for the Bulldogs. And a layup missed in transition. And I think Coach Stevens is going to time out here just to get Latham out of the game with 42 seconds. And the Bulldogs do have some fans in attendance, obviously very few, sparse, and socially distant. In a normal setting, coaches love to do this to get their seniors the recognition from the fans. And obviously maybe to keep them from any harm the rest of the game. And again, both these teams, 2 more games this week. As we mentioned, for Wayne, they will be home against Carroll, I believe, this Friday. Home or away, you might have to double check that. And then they'll turn around Saturday and play against Columbia City. New Haven, likewise, will be at Belmont. And then they are going to lace it up for a Huntington North tournament over the holiday break. 33 seconds. This is the Wayne senior, Greg Gorman, who hits the free throw. Tab the offensive board. Folks. Good looking stroke, short, couldn't get it. There's Rhodes attacking. That was halfway down. You do not get half a point for shots that do go halfway down. That is illegal in the state of Indiana. Here's Tab. And fouled. They're going to say King got him on the shot attempt with 6.5 seconds. That might be your final point of the contest, as Rhodes probably going to cross half court, doesn't need to. He'll bounce it out, and that is your game. The host Bulldogs victorious. There's the end of the game waved by coaches and players. And we'll pause it here, be right back, talk a little bit about that game we just saw, show you some highlights, and say goodbye here at Summit City Sports. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsors.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
And fans, welcome back as you stare at your final score. New Haven victorious. Final score 60-45 at one point. I believe the Bulldogs stretched it to a 23-point lead. And again, after that second quarter run where they, continued into the second half, but went on a 22-1 run, did the Bulldogs, stifling defensively with their zone, and then offensively really led by, we called him the big three, but Jakar Williams ends up being your leading scorer with 17 points. Seniors Dre Wright and Thomas Latham both chip in with 16 big points, and most of those came in the basket area. Latham did hit a couple of threes, but attacking the basket area early and often were these Bulldogs. And let's just show you one highlight before we let you get out of here. What Wayne was not able to do enough was this tonight. They're going to enter it here, attack the basket against this zone, and get a lay-in. That was difficult to do tonight, but you can see here, watch New Haven bring it with Latham on the bounce. And watch this one. Jakar Williams going to catch it in the air with one hand, and Dre Wright, 6'2", but strong in the basket area. That was one of his and one finishes tonight, and he finished with 16 points. And so again, there is your final. We want to take a quick moment here and just recognize our sponsors here at Summit City Sports. As always, at Summit Volleyball, we train and build the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. A system and solution that fits your unique needs. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. El Azteca Mexican recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit elaztecarestaurant.com. Also, reminder, iCryo specializes in whole body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza. And then, as always, a reminder, at Parkview Sports Medicine, we continue to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more. And fans, as always, we appreciate you streaming with us. This has been another production of High School Sports brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Stream with us in the future.